Last we left off, the party disembarked on the next stretch of their journey, making their way from the Wolf's Pine to the dwarvish city of Ironhem. You met with a crass, middle-aged dwarf that fussed with you about paperwork for Chicken House, and gave Adora some information about who the current King of Glass is. Afterwards, you made your way through the city proper with the intention of gathering information, and met with both Bandrake Thundertoe, Elma, the strange potion witch, and the fifth king and queen of Glass, Conkuvar and Dumaville. You all learn that Fezzik's dad seemed to have had a fair bit of, quote, light adventuring with the King of Glass and Bandrake in their younger years, remarking that you don't kill a basilisk queen and go unnoticed. You also learned that Conkuvar and Dumaville are in possession of what seems to be a significant Hydra problem, but also a mold of Adora's weapon. When the weapon was placed into the mold, it released a message that said lock and key over and over again, and projected the seal of Denispine and the lock on Flocastroza. After all was said and done, you made your way to the front gates of the city to find many dwarves eagerly waiting their chance to get a hearty brew. We start today's session with Kintar. It takes you roughly an hour to gather where the local healer is. Through dusty and oddly narrow streets, you eventually find a square building marked as Stone Swallow's Staples and Stitches. Upon entering the moderately sized black stone house, the sounds of tinkering bottles and the whirring of a strange glass contraption spinning in the corner behind the counter. Also, behind the counter looks to be a young dwarf with a bald head, no beard or facial hair to speak of, but his very bushy eyebrows that nearly cover his eyes, making him look almost half-lidded at all times.
Is he just like looking down?
He's sitting there like reading a book. You assume he's noticed that you've entered the room. He's just not looked up.
Is he like at a counter?
He's behind the
like a desk?
Yeah, he's behind the kind of like long front bar desk that's there.
So like I want to just walk up and just like
he looks up through his eyebrows at you, kind of without really dropping his posture from the book, and says, "What can I help you with?"
I assume there's a healer here.
It would be Dr. Stoneswallow. He's busy at the moment. What can I help you with?
Oh.
Would you like to make an appointment?
The sign said walk-ins welcome.
Did it? Well, give me a moment. He slams his book shut. Not slams, just closes it shut with a big plume of like dust. Sets it on the thing. And he hops down off of his stool and disappears behind the desk. He's so short. You get the idea that this is a pretty young dwarf. Early...
Okay.
Like late teens, early 20s.
Okay.
He kind of walks out, and you can see him finally emerge from the back of the kind of beaded doorway. It says, "Doctor, can you take a patient right now?" And you just hear this muffled like come from the back room. He looks at you with like just a nonplussed expression. He's like, "What's your reflection?"
See, I don't exactly know, only that it's kind of urgent. See, a creature crawled inside me.
You see the immediate disgust kind of creep up onto his face. He just gets this kind of gaunt, like, ooh, look on his face. He says it's urgent, and he's got a creature in his body. And you hear kind of footsteps upstairs. The person that comes out of the kind of beaded curtain pushing past this younger dwarf is a nearly circular individual. Just as wide as he is tall, his beard kind of drapes over his belly like a tangled red waterfall. He's wearing exceptionally clean white gowns, with a small kind of like very close to the skin white cap that sits flat at the top of his head. You're not sure if it's because his head is flat or if it's just the way the hat makes it look. He says, "Alright, what's wrong with you?"
I was underground in this dungeon, and it was some creature that I wasn't able to identify. That he somehow crawled in through my arm here.
Oh, sounds like you've got a leech of some kind. He says, "Give me a second."
He reaches under the desk and pulls up this kind of round, reflective piece of glass. It's like a lens. Kind of shakes it a little bit, knocks it a few times. A very even rhythmic pattern, and it glows just on the outer edges. This faint purple blue. As he kind of holds it over your arm, you're shocked to notice that you can see your muscular structure through this kind of disc of glass.
It's an X-ray glass?
As he moves the glass from kind of your elbow to your wrist, you don't see anything. He asks you to flip your hand over. You flip your hand over, and where the glass sits over your wrist, you realize that you have what looks like 5 purple crystalline nodules that sit just on the back of your wrist, that seem to be crawling up the tendons of your hand, kind of encapsulating the inside under your skin. He says,
"Well, looks like a problem."
He explains that they are attached to your tendons in some way. Surgery is possible, but the likelihood that you'll lose functionality in your hand is pretty high.
Well, what happens if remained untreated?
So I have no idea. I've not seen this before. It looks like you got crystals in your paws.
Well, if you've not seen it before, then how are you? Why do you think you could operate on it?
Well, I mean, scrape it away, right? Can't be impervious.
This is your expert opinion?
Well, it's what I would do if I've got some sort of crystal in my body. I'd cut myself open and scrape it off.
So you've not heard of anything like this?
No. I've heard of crystals growing in your lungs, but that's usually from the dust of the mines.
What would you recommend?
Seek somebody who's a magic healer. I'm a surgeon, usually for specific mining operations. Maybe a cleric, or...
Oh, is he in town?
No, we don't have a cleric.
Oh, I thought you said a name. My bad.
No, we don't have a, specific magical healer.
Can you think of any, temporary solution in order to, kind of slow down any spread?
Put ice on it.
He kind of shrugs. He kind of looks at it, looks through the thing, grabs your wrist, flips your hand over, and is puzzled, remarking that it isn't on the other side of your hand at all. And it looks...
It's on this side?
Yeah, it's specifically on this side of your hand. They've moved from your forearm and up to the back of your hand, kind of covering the base of your wrist.
So whenever I look at it, does it look like they've grown or they've moved?
It looks a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It might be that they've just stretched out over your tendons, but they're bigger than they were when they went in.
Okay. How much for one of those that glass you're using there?
This, oh no, I got this one for 200 gold.
200 gold. Well, it's used, so I'm sure it's not worth near that much anymore, right?
It's weird in glass, it's going to be expensive.
Oh wait, I've got some of that.
You do.
I want to take the piece I have and do the same thing.
Okay.
And look at my arm.
As you're looking through it, you can see your arm in some of the kind of shaven panels of kind of flat space on the hunk of crystal that you have. And it does have that effect, but it's difficult to get an accurate read on what you're looking at because of the misshapen nature. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How big is what I have compared to what he's using to look through?
It's big
I
enough.
assume I have more.
You would be able to carve away what you have into what he has.
Gotcha.
There's enough of it there to whittle down.
Do you know somewhere I could take this that could where they could cut me out, something like what you've got there? Someone that works with this glass?
It's most of us, but specifically for this, you're gonna want to go, it's 2 blocks down and then take a right. Then, another 2 blocks.
He kind of explains this long kind of twisting path.
Okay.
He says,
And there, you should find a glass manufacturer who specifically works in medical tools.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, I guess that's all I need for now. I don't really want to, I don't want you to cut me open and scrape me away just yet. Well, but here's a couple gold for the help. And
Very
I'll see what I
kind.
can figure out.
he's like, very kind, and picks up the notes and puts it in his little box.
Ah, shoot. Sorry. We just talked about that.
No, you're good. It's gonna take time.
Wait, what? Gold or notes?
Yeah.
What did I?
So like,
She missed it.
yeah. Basically, we have like quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies.
Yeah.
Each coin has a name, and because the world is music themed, the largest coin would be a note or a whole note.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Carry on. My bad.
So I'm gonna follow the directions he gave me perfectly.
Okay.
Question, so like a platinum would be a whole note, and then a gold would be a note,
Right.
then a half note, and then a quarter note?
Exactly.
Honestly, I feel like platinums would be crescendos.
Crescendos.
What the heck is a platinum?
It's
What?
Oh, I didn't realize there was something above gold. PP. Anyway.
children. All right. So as you walk down the street, you can tell that the streets are emptier by not necessarily a significant margin, just a little less busy this time round. You dip kind of in between the border of where the houses are more shabbily put together with wood and nails, and where the houses are starting to be made by, or of, this kind of black stone, the same material that the Stitches and Staples was made out of. You get to this place, and it is the only building that you've seen so far that is covered in this constant, all the way around the kind of end of the roof, hanging pieces of glass that reflect the smallest pieces of light. This one building acts as kind of a disco ball for the rest of the street. When you turn the corner, you see like large paths of light that kind of seemingly follow the sway of the paths made by the people that walk them, leading through the kind of trails that people make. But as you walk up to the shack, you can see a young halfling, we'll say a young halfling couple. As you walk in, they both seem to be ducks, or have more duck-like attributes. As you walk in, one of them is looking at a very small stone with this kind of telescopic eyepiece that hangs kind of flat on their beak. As you come in, they're like, yes, yes, come in. I will be ready in just a moment. He puts it down and pulls the thing off of his beak and telescopes it back, puts it in his bag. He says, right, how might I help you?
I'm looking for a medical implement. I'm trying to look inside my wrist here.
Oh, okay. You need pass-through glass.
That sounds yeah. To be honest, I probably should have asked the proper name for that device before I came here, but that sounds like what I need. I want to pull out the hunk of glass I have, and I was hoping you could cut it out of this glass here.
Oh, materials. Lovely. Darling, can you please assess the inclusions and properties, structural integrity of this piece? He says, yes, darling. And picks it up, takes it from her, sets it on the thing, or on the counter, and takes out this small silver hammer and lightly ding, 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 feeling the resonance in his hand wing thing. He says, seems fine to me. Sure, if you sand and cut away at it, it'll do as it should. It's just lovely. Now, keep in mind that medical instruments are expensive and very specifically made. They have to be precise, or they don't quite work right. I'm looking at probably, since you've brought the materials to me, roughly 170 gold.
Will there be any glass left over? And if so, would you take that as part of payment?
It would be fine powder, and I'm not sure what I could make with it.
I was just at Staples and Stitches. See, he offered one for 200 gold. Just 200 notes. Just 30 notes less for providing all of the material to you. That seems kind of like you're fleecing me.
No, the work is delicate and precise, like I said. You're more than welcome to take your glass elsewhere and get a cheaper implement, but I promise you it will not work as good as you want it to. We are specialized for just this thing.
I understand. It's a specialized skill. See, I really don't have that much money, but I do really need this. Is there any way you could take, say, 140?
She looks back at her partner and back at you. Make a persuasion. We'll call it flat with no help or hindrance.
Roll the night. 11.
11. She says, "'Tis a little steep. I tell you what, come back at the end of the day, and if my workload is lighter, we'll see what I can do."
Okay. I can work with that. Thank you.
Of course. We try to have comeback customers, after all. Anything else I can help you with?
I guess that's it for now. Hopefully I'll see you this evening.
Right. Good luck. We do close 2 hours past nightfall, which is roughly 4 hours from now.
Yeah.
She says, all the best of luck, and wish me luck.
Oh, good luck.
The workload is heavy. She kind of pulls out this long scroll that she can't even open all the way with her entire wingspan. She says, "Well, love, let's get started on this." He says, Right. Won't get done unless we do it."
I'll leave him to it. I guess I'll just head back toward the house.
With that, we will cut to Gravy. As you rest in the calm
Yes.
halls of the Chimkin house, scratching your head at the visions you have been seeing in your dreams as of late, you hear a knock at the door.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna get up and check the door.
You are greeted to a quite large cluster of small, fuzzy people that look like they've been hard at work in forges and laborious work in general. As your eyes travel across the
Okay.
crowd, the faces of dwarves and halflings alike stare back at you with the impatient yet excited look on their faces. Though most of the faces
Okay.
come up to your ribs, you can now see your other party members coming through the massive stone gates of the mountain-nested city. There are a few standouts in the crowd. From where you are, maybe 20 feet back, you see the tallest member of this small group. Dressed in red and tan, this gentleman's fiery hair is tightly pulled into a knot on the back of his head, and his well-trimmed yet bushy
Okay.
orange mustache covers up what is obviously a sour expression. Next to him
I think it is?
Next to him on your left stands a much shorter, crimson-haired girl with green skin and small budding horns that look like large rose thorns. She seems to be happily talking with a halfling rabbit woman that looks rather uncomfortable with the large crowd. Lastly,
I'm sorry.
on his right stands a young woman with brown hair pulled up into a mess of a bun that explodes out from its tide point of origin. Her ears are long and adorned with shining blue disc-like earrings. Her clothes are simple yet familiar. Her dress looks a lot like the cloak you picked up in the Moon Dungeon. She also seems to have on just the shoulder, arm, and glove of a suit of armor. She seems to be wrestling with an unseen creature buried in the crowd.
Okay. And they're approaching the door with everybody?
They're kind of standing 20 feet back in the crowd. There are people behind them and in front of them.
There's a whole crowd outside. There's a whole crowd outside the
Yeah,
house.
there's like 40 to 50 people outside the house right now.
I feel like she opens the door, takes one look, and then shuts it. Fuck.
You
And
hear
and
very
she slowly
confused voices.
She slowly opens the door again, like socially awkward. It's like, is there something the matter?
Right at the front of all of these dwarvish faces, or mixed and mingled faces, I should say, is a kind of shabby middle-aged dwarf who says, "We were promised a beer."
Pray tell, who promised you that?
Oh, strange-looking lot of folks that came out of this establishment when you got here.
Oh, I see. Once again, I was not informed. And per se, why were you promised beer?
Oh, we were told that you were a traveling bar and that you can provide alcohol. Naturally, we were interested.
Ah, she looks behind her to see if there is any staff at all.
Not a fucking soul.
She's just like, "Ah, I see. Well, at this time, their staff is currently unavailable. What time is it during the day, DM? Is it like evening already? Did I sleep all day?
it's like sunset.
I might be able to assist, but things might be a little slow. If you could bear with that.
It's like, oh, I don't mind if you've got places to sit. I'm sure we can find spots.
Oh, and she starts to open the door to let them in.
You
And
open
I
the
feel like she
door.
gets bomb rushed.
You open the door, and surprisingly, they pretty orderly shuffle their way in. As they do, you can hear the furniture in the dining room scrape and scratch against the floor and kind of tumble around. You can tell it's rearranging itself in the moment.
So, I guess as they file in, I'm gonna go behind the bar to the kitchen to see where the fuck everybody's at.
Okay. As you go behind the bar, you see what is obviously Octopodes' many octopi. Kind of in unison, look around the corner, bleary-eyed, like they'd just woken up out of a dark hole in their little watery pond.
Yep.
You see that they've just got a question on their face, like what the hell is going on?
And so she's gonna lean down and be like, apparently the others promised these folks alcohol, and there is no one else to be found.
You see two of the octopi kind of shuffle off into the back before you hear this large, like, 3 or 4 seconds later, Aliana shows up. She says, "What the hell is going on? Why are there so many people here?"
Apparently the others promised them beer and left us ill-informed.
Lovely. We'll have to figure out a way to better disclose all this information amongst each other more efficiently. Welcome,
You're
everybody.
catcalling me.
She turns and is like, welcome, everybody, to... We're calling it Chimkin House, right?
Yes, Chimpkin House.
Welcome to Chimkin House. I hear you've all been promised alcohol in... Oh gosh, it's that late already. Please find seats for yourselves. She gets pushed past by a couple of, like, otters and chicken people that kind of, like, whiz past her. She says, oh, okay. It'll be a little bit. Just give us a moment and we will have you served. And that same kind of grouchy dwarf goes, take your time.
I feel like this would be the moment that'd be perfect to break up the bones I've been collecting to make summons.
Okay. Sounds good.
I want to make my little bone summons, little skeleton boys.
At this time, I will cut to the
or
rest
whenever
of the
we
party.
decided they would be.
Yeah.
Cool.
At this
So
time,
during that time, I'm doing the little things.
hell yeah.
Cool.
Now we cut to the rest of the party. As you guys enter the main area, exiting the city proper, you see, for a moment, a large crowd of dwarves that briefly scuffle with whoever's at the front door. And then the crowd kind of immediately push into the house in a large wave. The small group that was in the middle of the crowd also pushes into the house. The congregation.
I'm following
Just kinda-
him, so.
Yeah, I'm just following him in.
Okay.
Fezzik also wants a beer.
Sounds good. I will say it's about this time that you show up at the gates as well, Kintar. Everybody making their way into the house. I'll say, Kintar, you catch up with everybody because the crowd at the front door is essentially like you guys get up to the open front door and there are people in the doorway. And you're waiting to get into your own establishment.
That's annoying.
All of the people that are kind of crammed into the doorway in the main front room area are kind of like pointing and whispering towards each other. That's very conversationally loud.
Can I see Fezzik and Adora?
Yeah, you're right there at the doorway with them now.
Okay, I just want to like look at them like annoyed and puzzled. So,
Where have you been?
What is going on right now?
Oh,
You
well,
would not believe the crowd we drew. We are gonna make so much notes tonight.
tavern is gonna be popping.
I feel like
I-
once Gravy sees them, she's gonna be, you fuckers.
Kintar realizing that there might be a payday at the end of this business venture, he's much more excited and okay with the crowd.
Yeah, we gotta be ready to have our, have the tavern open as much as possible if we really want to make some money around here. Adventuring costs some money.
That's true, and I think I went to see a doctor, and I may end up having to shell out some big bucks on a tool that I can use to kind of monitor the crystals inside me.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, I think we gotta basically go back into the city tomorrow morning for Adora. He's having a little work done.
Oh?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's right. He might be able to smooth out my arm.
Smooth out your arm? What do you mean?
It's jagged. Make it
Oh,
look
I
more
thought
normal.
that was how you wanted it. For combat reasons.
I guess. I don't know. I
Looks
thought it'd be cool.
But we'll be heading into town to check some stuff, and we'll talk over a drink, but we had a little talk with the king and queen while we were out there.
Oh. What'd you learn?
Well, Adora seems to be a key.
Well, my sword. I pull it off my back. This is a key, apparently, to something in the palace, so we're gonna go get the real one and then come back.
The king and queen have a Hydra problem down below, and we're not sure if unlocking this will allow us to, traverse our way down to take it on. But we think
So
it's
we're
a good
gonna-
idea.
So they want us to take care of their Hydra problem?
Well, it also would allow us to maybe go a little bit deeper down into the mines.
They didn't say that they wanted it done. They just suggested that it would be a good thing if it was taken care of. So we volunteered, sort of.
Volunteered for pay?
Ooh.
Well, we didn't really talk about pay. The people at Ireham are good people, and I assure you they will take care of us if we help them out in any sort of way.
Alright. Sorry, I'm really having to, pinch notes this right now.
Don't worry.
You're so busy. You're so busy.
From the way they were discussing it, it seems like something that could be useful to them to be taken care of. Dwarves being taken away from the mines and they can't go any further due to a Hydra, it lets them expand. Just like the tavern, you gotta expand to make some notes.
I'm
Sure.
totally fine with doing it for free, if that's an issue.
I'm here to help the people of Ironham. They've been one of Dennispine's kind of biggest allies since I've ever been alive. We've traded with them for some time. You should have. Did you see a flying dwarf in there by chance? While you were in the city?
No. What?
Well, you might see one later on. Who knows? But old Thundertoe, it was one of the people that we traded with Dennispine. Me and my dad would come down and meet with him. Apparently,
Oh.
him and my dad was a little bit of adventuring buddies back in the day as well. He got
Wow.
around.
Small world.
Oh yeah, but we sold him some goods, made a little notes ourselves, and then B ended up casting fly on a little dwarf to make his night. He was flying around, all the dwarves were mesmerized.
I'm surprised B didn't nail down a price because, he's the one that taught me if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Oh, don't worry. I think he got a very good cloak from the guy. I think he was so excited about the cloak he got. He was kind of giving him a little favor, which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate. Thundertoe is definitely on our side.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get in here and get a drink. Did you guys see those people over there, those cloaked figures? Weren't the same size as the dwarfs and halflings.
I was staring at my feet.
Are you pointing somewhere?
As you
I'm kind of, gesturing over to him.
as you
Ah,
guys are
good.
now able to get into the building, you can see Leon is pretty obviously standing looking up at the paintings that it's like, what are any of these?
Wait, who?
You see Leon standing in the living room of Chimkin House with
When
a
did
couple
he get
other
here?
people.
He's in the crowd.
They were the hooded figures
Yeah.
in the crowd. Yeah.
But Fezzik and Adora, y'all were not aware that he was here already?
No.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
First time we saw him was in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all three kind of standing in the main living room. The small green one's laying on the couch, is kind of spreading herself out as much as she possibly can on the most comfortable thing in the room. The kind of middle-sized elvish woman is standing in the middle of the room next to Leon with her kind of arms tucked in, looking sheepish, but not necessarily uncomfortable. Just kind of to herself. And Leon is very outwardly kind of has his cloak hood down, is looking around like, what the hell is this place? Like, obviously, like, this wasn't here the last time I was here. Yeah, you guys are able to...
These people, someone take.
You guys are able to enter the house proper, and the majority of the crowd has pushed into the dining hall and fits pretty snugly.
Just kind of pull over. I assume we have like our own little table that we kind of have reserved for us, reserved for the champs.
The VIP section.
Yeah, it's like right next to the kitchen.
Yeah, it's closest to the bar.
I hope I locked my bedroom.
Yeah, don't worry, they can't get through there. If they do, the house will probably get to them before us.
You should see one of the dwarves, like, he goes to open one of the other doors that aren't the kind of swinging doors to the dining hall, and the doorknob just jiggles and does not give at all to letting him enter the rest of the house proper.
While we're sitting there, this is kind of unrelated, but I want to, like, if we're just like sitting down chilling, I want to just take out the glass I have and study it. I have proficiency with smith's tools, and I'm trying to see, to the best of my ability, like, if I'm confident in my ability to, like, make this tool myself, or if I would just maybe break the whole thing.
Good fucking luck. I want to be looking for Gravy as we're kind of looking around Gravy and also Aliana if I see her.
Okay. Kintar, you roll a... Fuck. Give me a second.
Roll a fuck? Which one is it?
Don't
That's a
you.
D4.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I would say sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Because it's a fine craft.
Okay. Alright. That's cool. Dirty 20.
Dirty
Nice.
20. You know that if you were to attempt it, it would probably take you the better part of 2 weeks to finish.
God, I might be dead by then. Jeez, okay.
It's a really hard material on top of, like, you're not sure if you have the tools to do it, as well as you know the general shape, but you're not sure if there's any other processes that go into creating that specific kind of item.
And it's been how long since we were in that dungeon?
Like a few days, yeah. Like 3 or 4
Okay.
days, maybe.
God, okay. Whatever. I'll just put it away.
Did your parents never teach you manners? Never work at the table, buddy. Get yourself a drink. Relax.
I wasn't working. I was just
Where-
checking it out, man.
So
What are
I
you doing
figured you
with
had
that?
your smith tools out.
Well, I found out that it can be used as a, what did you call it? A looking, what?
Pass-through glass.
Yeah, pass-through glass.
A pass-through glass? Apparently, you can make a pass-through glass out of these things, and the doctor was using it to look at the crystals in my wrist. And so I was wanting to take one of them with me on the road so I could monitor my condition.
That's made of weirding glass, right?
Yeah.
I have a whole arm made of weirding glass. Do you think about asking me if I could see through your...
Let's see how this goes.
All right, I'll put my hand above him. I'm not gonna touch him because he's
Oh,
infected.
come on.
Infected
Fezzik also puts his hand in there because he thinks he's the wrong.
I batted away. We're not doing the on feet or on three. Whatever.
God, I'm gonna go get a beer. I'm gonna go up to the kitchen and get a beer.
Oh yeah.
Not you, Seamus.
As you walk up to the front counter, that is where Gravy and Aliana are kind of stationed at the moment, handing out drinks to people that are kind of making a big snaking line around the tables through the meat hall. As you put your hand over Kintar's, trying to peer down through it, it kind of like the hunk of weirding glass that you have, Kintar, you can see little tiny fragments of what you were seeing in that office, but because of the topography of the crystals on your hand, it's not an even image. It's caught very briefly in the minor inclusions that are kind of deep in the crystals of your hand itself.
But you're saying because of what he's getting work done soon to solve?
It could potentially make it easier, but the shape of your arm might warp the image itself.
Okay. When did you say that procedure? You were getting that procedure?
Tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be in town for a little bit, you know, I'm sure my hand won't fall off in the morning.
Hey, we'll see.
Okay.
I mean, there's really no solution for this thing. He said he could operate on it, but I might have a useless arm if he did.
I'll chop it off if you want.
I would prefer to keep it, you know, unless I could get a cool arm like you got somehow.
Be pretty cool though.
If I had a replacement arm, yeah, but a stump wouldn't be that cool.
Aliana
Anyway,
kind of
it's a
leans
story.
over. Aliana kind of leans over to you. She says, "But admit it, it would be pretty cool." It kind of ducks out with a big shit-eating grin on her face. It's at about this time that the other kind of crew walks in, now with an additional member. The other three are human-esque, like orc, human, elf, for sure. The fourth member is not human at all, and is a kind of squarish, kind of pillow of a creature. There's these big kind of dumbbell arms and little white wings that come off of its back. These beady black dots for eyes with a big kind of dopey grin. 3 large teeth sticking down through its top lip. They're all kind of approaching the main area of the mead hall and looking around. Leon spots you, Bezic, and you see his kind of face go pale for a moment before he swallows it and reassures himself internally.
I just give a big old grin.
He nods at you and starts making his way over. Kind of leans down and whispers to the elf girl that's got her cloak kind of over her arm now. And she whispers to the small orc. She kind of shrugs and walks off and starts talking to other people. Quen, the young elf, kind of follows and makes sure that she's doing mannersly things. But Leon approaches you, says,
It's been a while. Good to see you again. For the most part, I'd say.
It has. I honestly didn't recognize you for a second. I thought it was gonna cause a little trouble, but it's good to see you.
It's been a harrowing time. I have new friends, and I'm traveling the world. Everything anybody could want, right?
Hey, we're doing the same thing. It seems you found our little establishment.
This is your place.
It is. We're the proud champions of Lerwick, and we were gifted this house.
he says,
Oh. So they weren't lying to me, and I was being an ass. Great.
you can tell that he is obviously recollecting something embarrassing by the way he kind of postures himself. He says,
So what are you doing now? I got turned away at the gates for some reason. All poppycock and nonsense.
Well, dwarves and halflings don't really, let a lot of people into their city unless you've kind of shown that you work with them in some sort of way. Kind of be a benefit to those sorts. But don't
Right.
worry. Now they should kind of relax this drinks around. By the way, you want a drink?
Gladly. What do you have?
Ale? It's a good one. I'm just gonna walk off into the back, see if I can grab some ale, because I do not know what it was called.
Yeah. You grab some of the ale that pours in this kind of reddish amber into the cups. The foam that comes off the top of the alcohol is legitimately a soft pink. You set it down in front of him. He goes, kind of takes a swig. His mustache is like pink for a moment before he takes his hand and swipes down his entire face, kind of springing his mustache back to life. He says,
That's quite good. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you. It tastes a lot better if you do this, and I just want to full dump it down back. Have it kind of just going down the beard.
Yeah, as you kind of come back down from drinking the whole damn pint, he's like,
Right, I'm going to pace myself just in case. But you have fun. It looks like you've got the space to do that.
he says,
Enjoy, and it seems we should probably talk a little bit about maybe next steps, if that's one of the reasons you're here.
He says, We're here because we were following leads. The young one there, not the little one, but the lady. She's got something of mine, and we're trying to remove it from her personage so she can go back home.
Want me to cut off her arm?
you can see her in the background whip around with like kind of a ferocity and fear intermingled into one. She looks at Leon and she gives him this like he gives this kind of like hands up, wasn't me.
Seems that we kind of have a few things we should talk about, but let's have tonight to take off and enjoy. But maybe tomorrow morning we can have a little discussion between your group and mine.
He says, That sounds lovely.
Welcome, by the way.
Can I get a reminder? Is Leon the guy that was like staging a coup?
He's the
King Leon.
guy who sent us on our first quest.
Yeah, but also like
He's the guy being accused of whatever, like their shit.
like taking the throne or something, right?
Mhm.
That
Well,
Yeah, he's King Leon.
He's being used.
yeah,
as a
I'm
scapegoat.
surprised Fezzik didn't say that. I was waiting for it. Like, Your Majesty.
Fezzik was still trying to remember if it was the same guy or not.
Of course you fucking were.
Yeah. Fezzik's had a lot of ale.
As you approach, you realize that the person that Fezzik's been talking to for the last while has been Leon.
Yeah, I forgot where we left off last session. Yeah, we saw our targets.
Enough of that.
I forgot what we were even doing with him, honestly. That was
We
so
were gonna
long
kill
ago.
him.
What?
No, we weren't gonna do that.
Leon was cool.
We were working with Sarenholm. They were gonna contact us once they needed us to assist them, but they haven't contacted us. So
He says,
What did you find out in Flocastrosa?
You got more payment?
He says,
See, this is what I was talking
I was told
What?
that they were going to pay you.
They did a terrible job of it.
Lovely. Well, we are flat broke.
he gives,
So are we.
says,
I'm surprised, to be fair. Hopefully you will be less broke by the end of the night.
It's a big operation cost for this place.
I don't
Thin
doubt
margins.
thin margins. He says,
Don't tell me how.
that. Lovely.
I'm telling him.
quick question: because I know Gravy said that she was going to be summoning something. Have we seen anything
what?
being
Wait,
have we seen anything being like delivering drinks around the bar?
I think it's gonna scare
Yo,
off the
wait a
customers.
second. I just got here, man. What the fuck's happening?
Gravy, you've had maybe.
We woke up from a nap on the couch. What the fuck's happening?
You wake up.
Well, the place is
so
filled.
Yeah, I know that. We got back and the party was busted. Yeah, I remember that.
you woke up next to this little orc girl that was trying to essentially relax so hard that she was pushing you off the couch.
Rude.
Gravy, you've had maybe 30 minutes to start tinkering with these things. And it's at about this
The ritual
time,
takes about 10 minutes each.
I need to
10
get
minutes
my
each.
sheet.
Yeah, so I can make 3 of them.
Okay, so describe to the rest of the group what these things look like.
So, they look. I'm trying to describe them. You guys have played Path of Exiles, right? You know that little bird creature you get from defeating the bird boss with the bell?
I don't think anybody's played Path of Exiles here.
No! Okay, well, there's a bird boss you beat, and you get this little goofy, chubby bird thing that carries a bell as a pet
So it's
after
like a
the fact.
chocobo?
Not quite. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
So I think
But
it's
it
that
looks
little bird.
like a fat, lopsided bird thing with little bells. There's 3 of
Like a
them.
penguin?
Not quite. Let me find it.
I
Hold
think
on.
it's gonna be creepier than what we're imagining. We're thinking cute.
I'm
Yeah,
literally
cute,
thinking.
but no, it's gravy. It's gonna be like dead.
I'm thinking the Deathrite bird from Elden Ring.
It is an undead. Yes.
Yeah, see, I
I'm
fucking
thinking
knew
the
it. I knew
I'm
it.
thinking the Deathrite
thinking-
bird
oh,
from
yeah, the
Elden
Deathrite
Ring.
bird
That's
from
all I
Elden
can
Ring.
think of.
No,
is this whole
no.
load of
That
bells.
is
The
a
little
thing. That is a thing. But
Yeah.
not
That'd be really
not
cute
yet.
to have a little deathright bird.
You just
of
have the
gravy.
head.
That
Like a
just has
little-
little
Okay,
bell.
hold on. I have a picture of it right here.
Just a little mini
yeah.
gravy with a bell.
Like you could just take the head of the dead Deathrite bird and then put wings on it.
Post it in
Hold
the
on.
Discord
Okay.
for Men of Marvel
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Okay, I found it. 1 second. It's not the best picture, but I think they're cute as heck. And she has 3 of these little guys.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
What
She's
the
got
f-
3
Oh
of
my
them.
god.
So she has 3 of these little guys now.
What the fuck, bro? That's like a straight up baby body with a bird head on it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hell yeah.
Do they speak? I guess no.
No, they don't speak. They make bird sounds.
They look like, they look like mutated
Oh,
angry
pit-
birds.
Do
Yeah.
they make parrot bird
They're-
sounds? 'Cause-
Yeah, the little birds, they like honk. Like they make weird bird sounds like a goose.
They look like the fucking thing from South Park when PETA's like having sex with the animals and it's like screaming, kill me. Like,
Oh,
It's
God.
yeah, so she's these little undead goblin bird things that
horrifying. Are those
yeah.
coming down to the party?
she's got 3 of them and they're carrying little trays on their heads to help carry like drinks and stuff out.
Awesome.
So there's like teeter-tottering like a penguin.
More staff.
What are these technically in a D&D sense?
Amalgamations.
Amalgamations.
Interesting.
I love them.
I haven't heard of these things yet, but I'm scared.
So
Fezzik is definitely watching the floor not to step running past.
you can tell that they're a little they
We're just like wondering where Gravy is,
she-
and then all of a
she
sudden a
calls-
door opens and like 3
And
of these
the
little
3 little
fuckers come out with
guys, yeah.
trays, and Gravy's
For the
behind them
record,
like.
She calls them her cuckoos.
Oh.
nice.
They're her cuckoo birds.
Oh man, this fits way too weirdly with Chimkin House because now we have a fucking house with chicken legs, but now we have
Yes!
servers with fucking bird heads.
Yes,
We've
that
got
is
a
why I
theme
did
going
this.
on.
Apparently.
That's why I did that, because Gravy loves chicken house.
So, as you guys are noticing these strange creatures start to ambulate and carry drinks and food to people who are suspicious of them immediately, these creatures are kind of as you saw, but more goopy. They, every once in a while, if they trip or leave they'll take a step and leave their foot behind and step a little lower, and the thing balances out, and they go back and recollect their foot and continue on with their time. They they seem a little loose. It's at about this time, as you guys are kind of talking amongst each other, and Gravy is letting free these creepy little critters. The other two people in Leon's party come up to the bar. The little green one says, "Leon, what's going on here? What's up with all the dwarves outside the city?" He goes, "Well, it seems as though some, old acquaintances of mine have started a business, and they are treating people to their wares." She goes, "Lovely. So it's a bar?" He says, "Yes, exactly." She says, "Awesome." She hops up and she says, "Can I have, He says, No, you're not old enough yet." She says, "Buzzkill." Hops down and kind of sits down in one of the chairs. The other one walks up and says, "Are we getting rooms soon? Are we getting rooms here? This seems pretty busy." And Leon says, I don't know. Do you have rooms for us to stay in here?"
I don't
No,
really want to cross that line.
Unfortunately, we don't got any rooms to stay in here, but I
This
can't
is
have a
bar,
talk with.
not a tavern. No rooms
I can
are
have-
in here.
Hey, you're not asking the most important person here. She kind of knocks on a door frame and goes, "Hey, Chimpkin House, can we have rooms to accommodate guests, please?"
You don't exactly notice anything happen.
The whole reason I didn't ask is because somebody's gonna have to clean the room.
Somebody.
Somebody.
Well, listen, I can
have
have a
staff.
talk with the person that has
You have
has
that.
his
You're right,
rooms
we do have
inside,
that.
and I can make sure that they let you go
forget.
and have a couple rooms tonight. I'll go have a little chat with them, make sure you're okay into the city.
I mean, I gotta sleep on the couch.
Leon says,
That would be fantastic. I have not had a bath in what feels like a month and a half.
Yeah, we configured that out pretty quickly.
he's like,
I'm
Damn.
sorry.
That's all right, buddy.
All
just
jokes, all jokes.
just keep drinking, and just gotta hand him another drink.
he's holding 2 drinks now, and he just sips from one and then sips from the other. Hands one off to Quen. He says,
You all know me, but they don't know you. Quen, Sib, these are, Fezzik, B, Kintar, and, you've got new members.
Yes, this is a
I
gravy.
am gravy.
and she says, "Nice to meet you." She looks put off by the entire situation.
And this is Adora. We just met him a little bit ago. Say hi.
What?
Hello, Mr. Adora. You are an interesting one, especially with this group.
Oh, thank you. What? What are we talking about?
We are introducing one another. I am Leon. Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
He shakes your
I'm
hand.
like, he's a little weird. You know, don't think too much of him. He's cool. He's a great guy. He's fun.
He says,
And
Ask him if he knows the king.
you know the king.
Do you know? The third king of glass. Do you know him?
his face immediately is like,
He's like, no, I don't think many people around here do.
He does.
He's dead. He died.
Right.
he looks down at Quen and looks back up at you guys, and they're both very perplexed. He says,
Well, this is Quen and Sib.
They both kind of wave, Quen more sheepishly and Sib more
both
excitedly.
Hello, hello, hello. Do you want a drink? Anyone want a drink?
Sib goes, yes! Leon goes, no!
Are those two next to him children?
From your perspective, they're both younger than you for sure. The elf does not look to be a child, but the orc does.
Oh, okay.
No drink? No.
He
I mean,
says,
don't know
I
what
have-
drinking age
I
they're
have
like,
one,
and
she
what
has
they're
one.
so.
I think we're okay, but thank you.
Grand.
He takes another sip of his ale.
Got 2 hands for a reason. I'm gonna go get 2 beers. Just sit down.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up from my seat, like turn around and go grab a drink for myself.
Sweet. Easy enough.
I also have my greatsword on my back, just so you know.
Yes, you would notice that the chest piece that Leon is wearing and the arm piece that Quen is
thought you were
wearing
threatening
look
him.
very, very similar to the sword that you have. Leon continues kind of at all of you. He says,
You've experienced half of the things that we've experienced, then I'm sure you've got stories to tell. I guess we'll start first. We've been experiencing these storms that create horrible crystals and nasty, tuneless beings. Any chance you've seen the same?
Oh, you're talking about Anwanok.
Anwanok.
you say
Yeah.
that, and Quen...
Also look puzzled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beals is like, huh?
You say that, and Quen looks off as if she's remembering things. And Sib immediately kind of comes up and
I'm
is
so
checking
tempted
on
to
if
read her
she's
thoughts.
okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
He says,
That sounds familiar. I think you've sang about it once or twice.
she says, yeah, it's in one of the old songs, but I didn't expect to hear it outside the village.
He says, well, stranger things have happened, right?
She says, yeah, that's for sure. Just, what else do you know about this?
Me?
I mean, I assume so.
Oh, yeah. I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, the Candlekeeper just told me about this storm, and his name was Anwanok, I think. That's
So the name of this. So the storm has a name and a conscience.
I don't remember exactly what he told me, but he said something about Anwanok, that I need to like warn the other fey creatures, like, hey, watch out for this storm.
Does the petal on my mask perk up at all at that name mentioned?
The flower on your mask has been...
It might not have connection since we're so far away from the
It's
field.
been rather dormant since you've been away from the field. Make a history check for me, B.
fun. If I can see what I got with this intelligence that I have.
Can I do one?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
a 6. I don't know
I'm at the
shit.
table. I'm listening.
That's a 6.
And I've got an advantage on Faye. That would count, right?
Yes.
24.
You less remember things, and it's more of... You're seeing the visions from the temple again.
Oh, fun.
Very briefly and very starkly, the visions of ancient elvish civilizations going up in flames and vanishing from existence flash through your mind as Quen says the word Anwanok. Or as Adora says the word Anwanok. You would know that there's some connection there. That sounds right.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled the 24.
No, I got you. I'm not gonna
Not
say
the
it.
6. But I believe maybe that same storm was what came over Dinispine and destroyed the weirding glass.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it. If You know,
Didn't know it had a name.
You know, I was about to say, you know, if they're talking about a storm that strikes lightning, we've seen a storm that strikes lightning and has crystals, and then apparently the storm has a name. What
You
was
think
that
we've
name?
met? You think it's the
Anwinok.
storm we've met?
Anwinok?
Yeah.
Anwinok.
Yeah.
And that same storm had
Not
the
a cool
outline
dude.
of the creature we saw in Flocastrosa.
How would one spell that, Connor?
Anwinok.
Slow down for me.
Galactus.
Trev, shut the fuck up. Anwin.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that it? Is it just Anwin?
Anwin.
Okay,
Okay.
after that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He would, yeah. That was good.
He just said, okay,
that
I
was
was
good.
Like, okay. I was like, I'm high. You got to level with me.
But yeah, after saying that with Dennis, that was the same elephant man that we saw in Flocastrosa. He seemed to be within the midst of the storm, in the middle of the clouds as the storm was going over Dinispine. Did you see anything like that?
Quen and Leon look at each other, and he says,
Well, I've not, but she has. What do you have to say on the matter?
she says, "Oh no, I."
Oh, I dare you to fucking keep this close to the chest.
Dude, would you mind speaking up a little? I can't hear you. I'm just a little further away.
She says, "I." Looks at Leon. She says, "I think this is connected to the Tears of Bythier." And he says,
That would be a problem.
and turns back to you guys and says,
The Tears of Bythier are a corrosive existence, born from the hate of a dead god, maybe? We're not quite sure yet, but all we know is that wherever it's coming from, it's angry and ready for revenge.
When they say, you said dead god, right?
Mhm.
I look over at Gravy.
Wait, me? Wait. What does this have to do with me? Just because I'm a necromancer, I'm supposed to know all the dead gods?
Oh, you are the one that's the closest to him.
Don't pull the race card.
It's actually the classist card.
Yeah, I was-
Thank
I'm a classist, god damn it.
you.